All right, we back in here for another one. We are going to be doing a continuation on this Sassy Trucker lady with the help of Pink Book Lessons. Shout out to her. Go subscribe to her page. We're going to get into a follow-up video that she did on the Sassy Trucker. Let's get it going.
And the restless.
It also could result in prison time. So it's very scary.
The trip turned terrifying for Tiara Young Allen when her mom says she was a passenger in a friend's rental car and they got into an accident there in Dubai. Tina Baxter says when her daughter went to the company to retrieve her ID, credit card, and other items left in the rental, Baxter says it did not go well.
She found out that she could only receive those items if she paid an undisclosed amount of money. She dealt with a very aggressive individual, a young man there who was screaming at her.
And so she is in jail for one reason and one reason alone. She raised her voice. In that country, a female is not even allowed to raise her voice. If she raises her voice, it's punishable by jail time.
It's been very emotional. There are some days I stay up all night crying.
They have a strict law system that is really based on theocracy. In our opinion, she did not commit a crime. Don't punish women for doing something a man can do in Dubai. It's not fair and it's not right.
Shout out to Cornell X for using his connection.
Yeah, that's what you think, Cornell.
Brother X, talking about how laws in another country are not fair and right. It's really none of our business as Americans. For instance, if somebody came to your house and brought their kids over there, the kids started jumping
I said this last video.
You tell them to stop. They jump on the couch all the time at home. We all know that will be out of order.
Countries got rules. Just like we got rules out here in America.
I got something for y'all. What? Get out!
If you can't respect their rules as a guest, stay home at your own house where you let the kids jump on the couch. Don't go to another person's house and try to make them okay with allowing your kids to destroy their stuff. This is very simple. If y'all flamingos and heathens don't know how to act, stay home. Dubai is not begging y'all to come over there. You're the ones flocking to Dubai. They don't want this Western behavior over there in their country. Go to Miami where they allow that. Vegas, LA, NYC, Atlanta.
And that's not even just Dubai. That's
this is going to happen to you
any country.
So we have the friends of the Sassy Trucker. According to them, they don't believe that she was just arrested in Dubai for yelling. They say that it's more to the story that Cornell X and her mother told the media. And they even released a video of a previous trip they went on to Puerto Rico where the Sassy Trucker got more than sassy there too.
Uh-oh. The same woman in Puerto Rico calling a man the B word. Uh-oh. Wow. Really?
Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the
notification
bell for all updates. All right, so after this,
you calling a man in another country the B word? Like, come on, like check the attitude, man. Like, nah, that's crazy. Check your attitude when you going outside of the country. Plain and simple.
This information came out about the Sassy truck driver and her situation in Dubai. You have
like she's living up to her moniker.
IG. She said, "Same chick that poured drinks on my husband, trying to taunt him to react." The video shows the Sassy Trucker throwing drinks on him, calling him the B word multiple times.
Wow.
One of the other women there, she said the same thing. It was apparently a group trip that they went on to Puerto Rico. So you had other witnesses there as well. And one of the other witnesses, her name...
You can't... You cannot... These group trips be showing who your real friends are. Like people haven't learned from that situation with that girl who... Where did they go? Did they go to Mexico or something like that? And she ended up getting unalived by her friends on that group trip. Like, people have not, like, y'all ain't learning. Like, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Like, you don't, like, some people ain't your friends for real. Like, and things like taking group trips somewhere will show you that. It don't even got to be a group trip. It could be something as small as like trying to trust this person with telling them some information, trusting that they won't go tell somebody else, or a living situation, or a money situation. Certain things will reveal that people ain't really your friends. Like, people, like, y'all ain't learning from these situations, bro.
Name is Mexi Marie. She came out and had a lot to say. She said she got trashed, poured pop on my homegirl husband's head, calling him all types of B's, throwing bottles, breaking stuff, embarrassing.
She just got an anger issue.
The wife of
she has an attitude issue.
said that she's a violent drunk. She made the Puerto Rico trip weird with her drunk, insecure, disrespectful self. Sorry to say, but she gets what she gets. And then Mexi Marie came back and said, yes, arguing, screaming at the top of her lungs, so aggressive and disrespectful towards all the men. And Nelly said, it's crazy because my husband not a woman beater, and he was more concerned with us getting back home than going to jail in Puerto Rico. I wanted to get her out of there for the weird ass that she was doing, but look at her now. She good for it, LOL, she guilty. And then Mexi came back and said, right, I remember when he was trying to make sure that she was safe. She assaulted him more than once in the same night. I still have the videos too.
Well, damn. Exactly. Wow.
They're saying that's the moment right there where she poured drinks on the other woman's husband.
That's
As
crazy.
He did not react to her, but they said she kept taunting him, trying to get him to put hands on her, but he
Why?
didn't. Meanwhile, she's calling him B-words.
Why?
According to witnesses, the whole time her boyfriend was there on this trip with them, on this group trip, he was telling her to chill out, but she would not listen. She
Exactly. Relax.
So then another person in the comments who didn't know them, they came in to defend Sassy, and that guy said, so you're co-signing her being detained in another country for getting loud? Nowhere did this report say anything about being drunk on vacation, like everyone that goes on
But
vacation.
that doesn't matter. It's something about attitude. Like there's a history. There's obviously a history of having an attitude with men for some reason. I don't get it. Like that's obviously their point. They're giving a history lesson, whether you understand or want to believe it or not. It's a They're like people who went on a previous trip with her are telling the world that, hey, this woman has an issue. This woman has an issue. It's obviously an anger issue towards men, obviously. You know, the sassy thing is a for real moniker for her.
Yes, 10,000%. I'll bet anything she was the aggressor. She is always the aggressor.
Dang.
Mexi went on to say she also grabbed a knife. Her mama knows how she
Whoa.
is and has been for years. As for that one guy coming in defending this nonsense, talking about the report said nothing about this or that, the report doesn't say anything besides y'all come rally behind this disrespectful out of order woman because the person giving the report
They
is her
leave
own
things
mama.
out of reports.
Like, please use your common sense. Her mama is only telling the story that her daughter gave her. And obviously she's leaving out a lot to protect her daughter. No officials in Dubai said they arrested her for getting loud. That's what the reporter in Houston said. And all the information that she
Dubai ain't said nothing.
Mother. So yeah, her former associates came out showing that she has a history of this. Dubai is not her first situation or second. Now back to the Puerto Rico situation. According to the witnesses, police did get involved, but she was protected by the same man that she poured the drink on. He basically saved her from going to jail. He didn't want any problems. He just wanted all of them.
Bro, see, come on now. And then she was still throwing drinks on him and cussing him out. Like, he ain't want her to go to jail. That's a good nigga if you ask me, honestly. Cause ain't no way you gonna be throwing drinks on me and cussing me out and thinking what? Got to be out of your mind, man.
Them to make it back home. But the sassy trucker allegedly threw a bottle and it hit the wife's foot. His wife got an open cut from it. And according to witnesses, she was throwing stuff all around the house. And while in the streets of Puerto Rico, she got drunk and started talking crazy to other tourists and Puerto Ricans as well.
Wow.
Then one of her former associates said that she had a situation in the Virgin Islands where she was almost arrested at
another place?
type of behavior. So yeah, they're talking.
Golly.
And based on their
She just don't need to go nowhere.
More to the story, then she just raised her voice. And then according to Mexi Marie, she said she drives semi-trucks. She got her and her ex fired after she was drunk driving. She's talking about in the
Okay, obviously she has a sobriety problem too. So anger issues and a sobriety problem.
First time thing. This is what happens to you when
golly, bro.
No discipline and no accountability.
She don't need to go nowhere.
Everyone should understand how you behave yourself.
If she make it back from Dubai, she don't need to go nowhere no more. She is obviously a flight risk. Golly. She's a flight risk, bruh. Are you serious? 2 other countries she did the same stuff? Golly, bruh. Nah, if she manages to make it back to America, she don't need to go nowhere no more.
Walk out the house, even from
Tripping.
This is just silly. Then I had some folks saying that she should respect herself. And honestly, this here isn't a situation of respecting herself. Her mama should have taught her how to respect other people. Because even if you don't respect yourself, you have to interact with people.
She clearly has issues.
Disrespectful comes with a price. Apparently, over in Dubai, they have no problem putting you in your place. And we're also seeing a lot of women going on these girls trips. They're taking these vacations with a bunch of women, a lot of them with women they don't know. And you definitely want to watch out for that. Things will not always escalate to what we've seen here with Sassy, or things may not be as severe as a situation like Shanquella Robinson. But
Exactly. Like I said,
I've seen so many story times of these situations where women go on these girls trips. You have women in the group with bad attitudes. They can't get along with anybody. They're unhappy the whole time and they're destroying the trip. I don't know about you, but that's why I say vacations over vacations with a bunch of girls. I would rather be with a mister than a bunch of women. That's just me personally, for so many reasons. Especially going out of the country. I need my protection with me, and he's my protection. But I just can't imagine people taking time away from work, people taking time away from their families, just to go out of town for what you think is supposed to be a fun situation, or a time of relaxation, or exploration, or whatever. Just to be inside
come
the
to
house,
find out, all the women that are so-called friends can't even get along outside of the country.
Or the Real Housewives of Atlanta girls.
Crazy, bro.
To me, that's just a waste of time and money. I'm not interested in all the rah-rah and drama. I like peaceful, safe vacations. That's what's fun to me. Turning up, arguing with people, disrespecting other people's cultures.
Like, who want to do that? It's a headache.
Because I also wouldn't appreciate people coming to America disrespecting us. Now, this video was just too much for YouTube. I've had this for like several days, at least 3 or 4 days now, ever since I put out the first Dubai video, part 1. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll go ahead and leave that link below in the description. You can check it out for yourself. And then you'll see that's a different person than what her mother was trying to portray on the news in Houston. Special thank you to Daquan. I appreciate you, Daquan, for all of your support for the channel, as well as our brother Robert. Thank you, Robert. Shout out to all the ladies: Salmetta, Lori, Clarissa, Maria from South Carolina.
Well, it's very particular that she obviously needs therapy. She needs therapy. She needs Jesus, for real. She needs Jesus. She needs therapy. She needs some sort of psychiatric evaluation as well, because to be able to just go to two other places and do this same exact stuff before getting detained here, getting detained in Dubai, it's obvious that there's a problem that is not being addressed, whether it be her alcoholism, whether it be anger issues, or just living up to a complex that has to do with her being sassy. There's obviously, like, if, you know, Lord willing, she does make it back from Dubai, she needs to see a therapist. She needs to seek therapy. You know, she needs to be evaluated. She needs help. She needs help. So, I mean, yeah, man. I don't want to say anything disrespectful, but it's just all off of the facts of the video and what, you know, other people who have traveled with her have said. So